Hello, today I'm going to talk about this book that's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And this book, I'm going to talk about this book, and I'm going to read a little bit in the book for you guys, because this book is like a diary, but it doesn't, this person doesn't write, he's called Greg Heffley. I'm going to say Wimpy Kid, or Greg. Sometimes they say Greg, sometimes they say Wimpy Kid. So then Greg, he writes in this diary. He doesn't write like this. Dear diary, today I did this, and somebody punched me in the face, and I cried, and it still hurts. Not like that. It tells like it's like a book. It's very good, and this book is very good. If you don't want to read, you want to read something fun, and you don't want to read like a book about fantasy and like that. This is a real book, and this book is called like I said, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So this series, it's a series. It's 16 books, and I have showed them in the intro. If you just want to skip the intro, then when I now talk about that you should look at the intro, then you go back, look at the intro, and come back. So that's good. But like I said, I'm going to talk a little about this book. So that's now I talked. I'm going to read the text back here, and then I'm going to read a funny thing in this book. I think it was funny. I'll be famous one day, but for now I'm stuck in middle school with a bunch of morons. And it's more, but that's, you'll see that. Greg Heffley finds himself thrust into middle school, where undersized weaklings like him share the hallways with much bigger kids who are already shaving. But nothing scares Greg more than the moldy piece of cheese on the blacktop. Can he and his best friend Rowley Jefferson make it through the year without getting the cheese touch? And I had two options to read about. It was about when Rowley just take the. It was a fight between Wimpy Kid and Rowley. They got angry at each other. So then it was like this. Then it comes 3 persons that looked oddly familiar, and I'm not going to talk about that, but it was something that happened in Halloween. So then they made Rowley eat the cheese. So that's not very fun. But now I'm going to read the text, I'm going to try to find it. But when I try to find it, I'm going to talk a little bit about the book. It's months. How should I say? It's months in the book. So it's like January, March, April, February, December, and like that. But now I have found it. This is like a series. If you get on, it's like pictures, Greg wanted to be class clown on the picture. Then he made a series with Rowley, and I'm going to read it. It's not very long, but now I'm going to read. Step on a crack, break your mama's back. Yeah, right. Hey Timmy, your mother slipped on a banana peel, and P.S. she said, "Zooey, mama!" Oh my God! I have been waiting 3 hours to get 1 hamburger. Finally, please, 1 hamburger, please. I'm sorry, sir. We're all sold out. Zooey, mama! I love it when it says "Zooey, mama." And now I'm going to read more. Oops! I stepped in a puddle. At least it's not an acid puddle. And when this person talks, it's like a rabbit, but it's in the trees. Ekorre. I don't know what it is, but it was an animal there. So then, at least it's not an acid puddle. Ay! It is an acid puddle. Then the how should I say? Animal said, "Zooey, mama." Why? Just. It was very good. For me that was fun, and that was the text I read it. And then Greg Heffley got mad at Rowley, so then he made a series of his own, and I'm not going to read that because it is very long, that one. But that was all for the book. And my next book is a Swedish book, and this book is very good. As I said, it's fun. You can read this book if you want to read something fun. So then, and the best character for this book I think was Greg Heffley. ## Wimpy Kid. And my next book is a Swedish book. And bye bye!